I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me. Yeah, wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another reason to breathe this air.
Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. Today we're going to have some fun. It's a Saturday, and I figured that Grace and I have not done a video with just us since I believe we did a top 10 countdown talking about pigeon forage back in the summertime. We've had some with the kids, but not just us. So today's going to be just us. And we found some questions to ask your significant other. And there's a bunch of questions on here. Now, we're not going to ask every single question, but we're just going to pick some. We'll ask each other the same question. And we have not talked about this yet. All we did is read some of the questions. So we haven't had time to prepare. So I don't know what she's going to say, and she don't know what I'm going to say. So today's going to be a fun video. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. I'll ask the first question. Grace, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
If you could have a dinner with any celebrity, dead or alive, who would it be?
James Storm.
James Storm.
Cowboy.
Okay. Well,
Brandon, you?
Mine would be
I'm playing.
probably Randy Orton. As you can tell, we're both wrestling fans. So hers is a wrestler, mine's a wrestler, and they're both still alive, both actually still wrestling. James Storm is 45, Randy Orton is fixing to be 42. So they're both still very active in the wrestling world. Without Randy Orton, outside of wrestling, I would say Mark Martin. He was my favorite NASCAR driver when I was growing up. I used to love me some Mark Martin. At one time, I had every Mark Martin race car, every Mark Martin shirt, every Mark Martin hat. I was a big fan of Mark Martin.
And if it was not James Storm, I would say John Moxley. I got every look. Moxley. Everything is Moxley.
If you could travel anywhere tomorrow, no questions asked, where would you go?
Oh. I don't know. Wherever I can find the best hair supply, probably. Let me see. I'll say Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge?
I would like to go there pretty soon.
I'd like to go to Pigeon Forge right now as I'm doing this video. But
I'm hitting exit on my pastor. He's calling. Click.
Just for kicks and giggles, if I could go anywhere, I'd probably go to Trinidad and Tobago, just because I've never left the country. I've never had a desire to leave the country. But at the same time, I would like to do it one time just to say that I've done it. And I've seen some pretty pictures of Trinidad and Tobago, so that's probably where I would go. All right, Grace.
If I can't get on a boat, if I ain't getting on a boat, I ain't getting on a plane. So if a car won't take me, I ain't going.
How did you find out the secret about Santa Claus, and how did you feel?
I felt fine.
Well, how'd you find out about it?
I knew that, well, my parents didn't ever tell me about Santa Claus, really. I knew about Santa Claus, obviously. But, we didn't do Santa Claus when I was coming up.
See, my family never even mentioned
That's what I'm saying.
Santa Claus to me. They just always mentioned Santa Claus's name and let me, believe what I wanted to believe. But by the time I got to about 6 years old, I realized that it wasn't possible for one man to travel around the world in one night. It just wasn't humanly possible.
No.
So I finally asked my mama one day, Mama, is Santa Claus real? And she said, no, baby, Santa Claus is not real. I said, oh, okay.
See, I got it before you. I never wondered.
What was your favorite TV show as a kid?
Let's see. Is there specifically an age of how old was a kid?
I'd say 10 and under. When you actually played with toys.
Probably Power Rangers.
Power Rangers?
Yeah.
I guess mine was
Sports.
Tonka trucks. Either that or some kind of wrestling figures. I never really played with toys. Even when I was a little kid, I never played with toys. So I really don't have a toy that I played with.
I did Power Rangers and Barbie.
Which game show do you think you would perform best on?
Family Feud.
And why?
Family Feud.
Family Feud?
Yeah.
Why?
You know my family. Ah! We do good at Family Feud. How about you? Family Feud?
Either Family Feud or Wheel of Fortune.
That'd be
I
fun.
think I could do good on Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, no.
Okay. If you could choose any performer to put on a show at your birthday party, which, by the way, everybody, Grace's birthday's coming up in less than 2 weeks, who would you pick?
I don't like many performers like that. Oh, probably a Backstreet Boys. That would be awesome. Bring them back. They ain't gone anyway. But
I would pick,
some country singer.
no, Justin Timberlake. Just so I could stand up and dance with him when he sings, got this feeling in my body. Come on. All right. Who was your first crush?
Oh, like who out of everybody? Or celebrity or what?
I'm sure it doesn't say celebrity, so it doesn't have to be, but you know, if you just say my crush was Jim Bob Cooter.
John Bon Jovi.
You know, John, okay. Lord, mine was Kathy Ireland. I had a friend.
Everybody liked Kathy Ireland.
I had a friend growing up who had a poster of Kathy Ireland in his bedroom.
He lusted
And
after.
when I saw it, my mouth started watering, my eyeballs were watering, my nose started running, my legs started shaking, and I was about 6. All right. What would you choose as your last meal?
Before I died?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Probably a tub of ice cream. Been trying to lose all this weight.
Is that really a meal though?
I'd make it one if I'm dying.
No. Mine would be
Mine
would be 3 filet mignon steaks.
Oh, they are good.
Medium rare. Anything more than medium well, you might as well eat cardboard. But I prefer medium rare with mashed potatoes with a ton of butter on them.
Macaroni
and a piece of chocolate cake. That'd be good. Beach or mountains?
Mountains. Beach or mountains.
Mountains. City or country?
Nah. It all depends. Like, I guess country. You?
Oh, country. I was born in the country, raised in the country, and been here all my life. I was born here, raised here. If I had my way, I'm gonna stay here.
If you could visit any time period, when would you pick?
I would pick the 1940s, and I tell you why. My grandpa, God rest his soul, that just passed away right before Halloween, was actually born in Oklahoma and raised in Oklahoma. And he always tells me funny stories about Oklahoma. And he says their football team was called the Sooners because the sooner you get there, the sooner you want to leave. He could not stand the whole state of Oklahoma. And I would love to be there and grow up with him to see what he did as a child growing up, because that man was a goofball. So I would love to be there and grow up with him.
Okay, I'm going back way farther than you. You know, I'm a historical person. I love the Spartans and Spartacus and all that stuff. Troy. I would love to go back and just sit there in a chair and just watch how it all came together. Helen of Troy. Oh, yeah. I would love that. I love that. Yeah, I'm a nerd.
Which U.S. president, dead or alive, would you like to meet?
Let me see. Honest Abe.
While she's thinking about it, I'll go ahead and say that I probably could not name 10 presidents off the top of my head because I hate politics. So I have to name, I guess, the 9 or 10 that I can think of. And I guess I would pick Abraham Lincoln.
No, I was going to say Honest Abe.
I'd like to meet Abraham Lincoln.
Honest Abe, they said he was honest.
If you could be good at any sport, which sport would you choose to be good at?
Well, I don't like sports. This is wrestling. That's close as I get to a sport. I guess wrestling because I can't take a bump.
No, but you could be a manager.
You hear that, Jackie Owens?
At least that way you're in the business without actually, wrestling.
I ain't taking a bump.
But if you could choose to be good at it, then I guess you'd be good at taking a bump.
Yeah.
Until then.
That's true.
Yeah. What smell, sound, or taste do you immediately associate with your childhood? And while you think about it, I'll answer the last question. If I could choose to be good at any sport, I'd pick NASCAR. I love NASCAR.
You had to drive a lot faster.
I love NASCAR.
He'd have to drive a lot faster.
I could get out there and drive, but I don't know if I could drive the speed they drive without wrecking. So if I could choose that, that's what I would choose. All right. What smell, sound, or taste do you immediately associate with your childhood?
Probably my dad's grilled chicken. He had the best grilled chicken. Off of that green egg cooker thing. It was so good.
Mine is the smell of cheese, only because of the fact my mama, God rest her soul, her health was good, and when I was younger, she used to make lasagna, and she put like 5 kinds of cheese in it, and it was absolutely delicious. Now, I'm not big on Italian food, except pizza, but everybody likes pizza. But her lasagna, all that cheese in it, you couldn't beat it. You get front row seats to any concert. Which band or artist do you pick?
If you know, you go ahead and answer.
Mine would be the Crab Family.
They are good.
By the way, they're a Southern gospel group, in case nobody knows who they are. They're a Southern gospel group. But their lead singer at one time was Jason Crabb, and he has the best voice in the history of best voices.
I don't listen to nobody no more. I'm going to say Westlife. I don't know if y'all even know them, but Westlife, search it.
In the dining experience of your dreams, who would cook for you?
Gordon Ramsay. That man can cook a tree bark and it tastes good, I bet.
I say Paula Deen. Or
you don't even like that Southern food.
Or I'll say this. Most people, if not everybody that watches this, is going to say, who is that? So I had to give some backstory on it. Sandra Hatton. She has a little restaurant inside the Anderson Mall. You know, if you go to a mall, they have the food courts inside there. Where Grace and I go to Anderson Mall probably, 3-4 times a year. And we went a few months back.
You are such a liar.
And we usually go to the Chinese booth. We wanted something different, so we went there. And she has one of those booths. And she has Southern food. But it is the best Southern food ever. If you're trying to lose weight, don't go there.
That's why.
If you're trying to watch your blood pressure, don't go there. If you're trying to watch your cholesterol, don't go there. If you're trying to watch how much tea you drink or how much sugar you drink, don't go there. But if you just go and have a good meal, that's where you go. Because it's delicious. And everything was homemade. She had Kool-Aid, and it tasted like it had about 27 bags of sugar in it. Man, it was good. So if I can go to Anderson Mall, I'll say Sandra Hatton. But outside of that, I'd say Paula Deen. All right.
That's the next one.
If you could drive any type of vehicle, what would it be?
This might not seem like much, but I want a Dodge Charger just to drive one time. You? Winnebago?
A Lamborghini.
A Lamborghini?
Because Lord knows I'll never be able to afford to get one. But
I might get me a Dodge Charger one day.
I would like to drive
Probably
one.
out of style when I get it.
You have to repeat one course you've already taken in school. Which do you choose?
Well, it wouldn't be the one I failed, math. It'd be the one I'm good at. English, grammar, literature. I even passed psychology and science.
I pick sex ed. You are kicked out of the country and must move to another country. Where do you go?
Where are you going?
I'd go to Russia. Just to meet Rusev's family. You know the wrestler Rusev?
Mm-hmm.
You know Miroslav Barnashev?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's where he's from. I'd like to meet his family.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
That's the only reason I'd go to Russia.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is any of the Saw movies. It doesn't matter which one. I was a big fan of the whole Saw trilogy. And I would say just Saw in general. Or Jeepers Creepers. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of horror movies and thrillers and anything scary and things like that.
Jason's good. I like Jason. I've watched those. What's your favorite outdoor activity?
My favorite outdoor activity?
Nothing.
Probably in a wrestling ring. I've had some wrestling shows over the years that were outside.
A good question.
A lot of
A
them.
good answer.
A lot of them. I've had them in the church parking lot. I've had them in retail stores parking lots, grocery stores parking lot. We had one inside a racetrack one time, down inside the pit area. They would run a race. We'd have a match. They'd run a race. We'd have a match. And Grace remembers that because she was pregnant with, I think it was Bella during that time. And this was October, and it was like 2 months before Grace had to spend 3 months in the hospital when she was pregnant with her. And the whole entire time, baby, she's kicking my belly. She hears the race cars. And I said, well, ain't much I can do about that, baby. We're at a racetrack. She's gonna hear them.
Yeah. Mine would probably be just walking. I like to walk outside.
You have to eat the same food for 1 month straight. What food would you choose?
Probably a salad. Oh, a Zaxby's house salad.
Zaxby's. Mine would be any kind of steak. Filet mignon, ribeye, sirloin, T-bone, Chicago, New York. I just love steak.
Obviously.
Would you rather be trapped in a room filled with snakes or spiders?
Snakes.
And I like how they're specific. They say snakes or spiders because most people are terrified either of snakes and or spiders. Some is both, but almost everybody is either terrified of snakes or terrified of spiders.
I ain't taking no spider. I take snakes 100. Spiders, I can't find them. I can't see them. If I'm trapped in a room with one, I can't sleep.
I'd say spiders.
Nope.
Because if I tried to lay down with snakes, I heard
I'd much rather hear that.
in the background, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
No, I'd much rather hear that than a quiet spider.
You are going to be roasted on national TV. Who do you want to headline the event?
Steve Harvey.
I would say Larry the Cable Guy. I normally, this is a surprise because you think somebody as goofy as me would love stand-up comedy.
I don't.
But there are very few stand-up comedy acts that I like. Most of them I watch, and I'd rather watch grass grow. They're just not any good. No. But Larry the Cable Guy is funny. I like him.
Let's see.
You have to give up one of these for 1 month. Your smartphone or your sense of taste. Which do you choose?
Sense of taste. That way I lose that weight real fast.
I'd probably still eat just because I love to eat. even if I can't taste it. As long as it don't make me sick, I still eat it. Just because I love to eat. If you could give anyone, dead or alive, a hug, who would you choose?
Elvis. I bet he smelled good if he was alive. Not if he was dead.
I picked Jacqueline Moore. I'd pick Jacqueline Moore. By the way, she was a wrestler also back in the day. She's retired now, but they called her Jacqueline Moore, Jackie, Miss Jackie, but she wrestled for many, many years. That's who I would pick. You get to choose any athlete dead or alive, to be your personal trainer, who do you pick?
John Moxley. What's your Jacqueline Moore?
Jacqueline Moore. I say Jacqueline Moore. You have to marry a fictional character. Who do you choose?
What a fictional. Let me see.
Something ain't real, like Peter Pan.
No,
or Mickey
what's his
Mouse.
name? Dorian Gray. I think his name's Dorian Gray.
Who's that?
On 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh. If I had to pick someone fictional,
I think that's his name. Don't prove me wrong. I think that's his name.
I guess I'd pick.
I'm searching.
I guess I'd pick one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's probably my favorite fictional show. I never did really care for fictional shows. Still don't care for fictional shows. But I guess I'd pick either that or Spider-Man. Just because our oldest twin is a big fan of Spider-Man.
I call that man the wrong name.
Do you currently, or have you ever had a fear that seems silly? Because to most people, you think about, I'm scared of heights, or I'm scared of snakes, or I'm scared of spiders. But some people are scared of just like the simplest things that to everybody else you're like, you're scared of that. But to you, it's really a big deal.
People, I don't like some things in the mall. What's some things that you walk up that move?
Escalator.
No, I won't ride those. No. And his name was Christian Grey, by the way.
My biggest fear is that I'll wake up one day and I'll be ugly. Is there a pet that you've always wanted to have?
Yeah, but I can't say his name. What is it?
Well, say the animal.
Dog I want.
Say the, okay.
It's
animal.
a dog.
Okay.
Say the name.
A Cane Corso.
Yeah.
It looks like Cane. It's spelt Cane, but it's not American, so it's pronounced Cane.
When editing, I'll try to post a picture right there.
You can only choose one of these, and the other you will never have again. Would you pick chocolate or coffee? This is very simple for me.
Wait, I would never what?
You can have one
Coffee.
for the rest of your life.
Coffee.
The other you can never have. I say I choose chocolate. I don't like coffee. I don't like anything associated with coffee. I don't like coffee drinks. I don't like coffee ice cream. I don't like frappuccinos. I don't like cappuccinos. If it's got coffee in it, I ain't touching it. So that's very simple for me.
Give me coffee.
Would you rather live in a mansion but be poor, or live in a shack and be rich?
Give me a shack all day. I don't want no mansion.
Me too.
What's use the mansion when you?
Especially if you're poor, because you can't afford to get no.
You can't afford it.
You can't afford to get no house cleaner in there. But who wants to clean a mansion? Because by the time you start in the first room and get done, it's time to start over the first room all over again. I ain't doing that.
What's something you secretly enjoy? I'm saying a lot.
Probably Shania Twain. Either Shania Twain or Justin Timberlake or Katy Perry or Adele. One of those artists that you think is geared toward females. Well, I like that kind of music. So I try to keep it to
like
myself.
He was like Hanson.
Because I get laughed at.
He was like Hanson.
Oh, yeah.
Bop, Bop,
yeah.
whatever they're saying. He likes that. See?
That's good music right there.
Mm.
What is one...
I didn't even get to answer it. What's the name of it? What was it? Oh, yeah, something that you secretly enjoy. Something that I secretly enjoy is, I don't even know if I have anything I secretly enjoy. Water. I like water.
What is one physical trait you've always been proud of?
Go ahead and say it. I already know what you're going to say.
I guess the fact that I'm 195 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. But no, I'll say my blue eyes, only because, true story, without my blue eyes, I wouldn't have Grace. The only reason she married me is because I got blue eyes.
He's exaggerating just a little bit.
So I'll say my blue eyes.
Physical trait, well, I'm not going to say it, but...
Something you're proud of. Are you proud of your eyes?
I'm proud of my boobs, I'll be honest.
Okay, well, that's your answer.
Without them, I wouldn't have.
If you could change your middle name, would you? And to what?
No, my middle name is Grace. I'll keep it. If I could flip the first name, I would.
I wouldn't change mine just because I think my name sounds so good together. I'm not going to say what it is because there'll be somebody trying to stalk me because I got my whole name, but I actually enjoy my middle name. But see, you should always be proud of your name. I heard a story on the radio yesterday morning. This lady, some of y'all might know her, she's made it big on YouTube by teaching people how to be happy all the time. Showing different things that you think are everyday activities. She's showing you how you can do those and be happy. Anyway, her name was Marie Naismith. Well, she decided, you know what? I like my name, but it doesn't make me happy, so I'm going to change it. She went and had her name legally changed to Marie Unicorn Sparkles. That's her legal name now. Who would you choose to play James Bond or his love interest?
Who would I choose to play James Bond?
Yeah. So if you could be in the movie, would you want to be James Bond or would you want to be James Bond's love interest?
Oh, I'd be that love interest for sure.
If you could learn to make one thing really well.
Wait, you didn't be? Are you James Bond?
What would it be? I'd be James Bond. Yeah.
You don't even wear a suit.
I'd be James Bond.
It'd be nice to see though.
If you could learn to make one thing really well, what would it be?
Probably a lasagna. I can't make meatloaf. My meatloaf was horrible.
I'll say sweet tea because I love sweet tea and I can make it, but it just don't taste like it does when Grace makes it. Here's a fun question. We'll wrap this up here in a couple of minutes. Your worst punishment would be touching blank for 24 hours straight. So you get set to a punishment. It has to be just one thing that you just can't imagine touching, and you've got to touch it for 24 hours straight. What would it be?
A spider. I would probably have a stroke and it wouldn't even last 24 hours.
Mine would be earthworms.
Oh.
I mean, they're harmless.
No, but they're nasty.
You know, they're full of protein, so I mean, they're even good to
or
eat.
A roach.
But there's just when you touch them, they just feel like snot. I just like my friend told me years ago that he can't eat boiled peanuts because boiled peanuts look like snot. And ever since he told me that, I can't unsee that. So now when I see boiled peanuts, I think about somebody blowing their nose in a bowl.
Ew. That's why you. Ew.
What's your favorite scent?
Favorite scent? I like Christmas time. No, wait. Is it between Christmas stuff and pumpkin spice? I know you don't like pumpkin spice, but the scent you get at Christmas, like when you go into Christmas stores, you get like the pine, have the smell of the pine, then I get the apple cinnamon sort of all mixed in together. Yeah, I love Christmas. Or apple or
mine is that
spice.
Mine's that perfume you wear. That's the best smelling stuff in history. Best smelling stuff.
Oh, Bath and Body Works.
You get a free ticket to travel around the world. Will you go by boat, plane, train, or car?
Car? Wait, around the world?
Yeah. So if you could stay in a car and go around the world, would you do it?
Yeah, because I ain't getting on no plane, I ain't getting on no train, and I ain't getting on no whatever that thing is, boat.
Is there a talent you always
What about yours?
wish you'd had? While you think about that, I'll say mine would be a plane.
Duh.
Only because I've never been on one, but I'm not scared of heights. But I just never went a far enough location to need an airplane. But I can just imagine if I had to go to, say I'm going to Moscow, Russia.
I know.
How long would it take me to get there in a car?
I know, but I just can't get on a plane. I'm scared of heights.
Okay. Is there a talent you always wish you'd had?
Playing an instrument.
Me too. I had a set of drums when I was probably
I had a piano.
7 years old, and then I hit it too hard, and I broke the snare drum, and I never picked it back up.
I had a piano when I was younger. Never played it after something happened. I don't know. Never played it anymore.
If you could be gifted with incredible knowledge in one subject, you'd become a super genius in the field of what subject?
Anything that can get me through the field of, oh my goodness, in the healthcare field. Whatever I can find in me, I don't know, psychology would be a good one. Need that in the healthcare field.
I'm going to say sex ed.
Oh my gosh. Blessed assurance.
What is one thing you didn't think you'd like, but you ended up liking it?
You. Okay. Would you go into the list of things?
I mean, I guess it could be any kind of food or drink, or
Oh, bless you.
maybe you went somewhere one time and didn't think you would like it, and then you end up
Actually,
enjoying
sushi.
sushi.
I didn't think I would like. There's only certain kind I will try, but yeah, sushi. Does it look sort of nasty? The way way it look. Mm.
Mine is this sugar-free candy my wife bought a few weeks back. 'Cause I don't like sugar-free candy. It's all disgusting. Has that bitter aftertaste like coffee does. But she bought one a few weeks back and I tried it. And it was actually pretty good.
Decent.
All right, on the opposite side, what's one thing you thought you'd love, but you ended up hating it?
Let me see. I don't know. I don't hate much of anything. I know what you would hate, greens.
Yeah. Because
it.
my mama and my grandparents all told me that growing up, when I was 3 or 4, of course I don't remember that I used to cry for like collard greens and turnip greens and broccoli. So when I got bigger, I was like, well, if I liked them when I was younger, I'd like them now. Give me a plate. And I tried them and about made me sick. And I just can't stand anything green to this day.
Mm.
You get to choose anyone to be your next door neighbor. Who do you choose?
What are you choosing?
Kyle Busch.
Oh, good grief. Let me guess. Kyle Busch and Randy Orton.
Man, Kyle Busch and Randy Orton.
Oh, good grief. I guess Jacqueline Moore and James Storm.
Okay, this will be the last one here. What cartoon characters would you proudly wear on your underwear?
I don't know. The Simpsons.
I guess mine would be either the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Bobby's World. I don't know if you consider that a cartoon or not because it was animated, but the Bobby character, was fake because his body was this big and his head was like this. So that was really, really fake. And I guess I was like 7, 8, 9 years old when I watched that show.
What would you rather meet, an alien or a ghost?
A ghost.
Alien.
All right, I don't know how many questions we asked, but I'd say we did at least 35 or 40 of them. We just thought we'd do a video together. People are always asking me to do more videos with my wife or the kids, and we've had quite a few with the kids and Grace, but not one with just her. So I figured it was time to get her in on one more, and it's a Saturday, so nothing better to do than do a video together. So probably tomorrow we'll get back to the world of sports and entertainment. I got one shout out today. It goes out to my man John. He is a Clemson fan. He subscribed to the channel yesterday. John, thank you so much for subscribing. Tell your friends, tell your family. Give the video a thumbs up. And if you do comment on any video at any time, you will be eligible for our 1,000 subscriber giveaway whenever we get to 1,000 subscribers. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.